We're having a conversation. Oh, for a conversation. But you were just going to let your husband talk to someone else first. First of all, everyone in Atlanta knows how you're doing, and this tea is hot. I hope you're prepared because Jasmine Bleu just revealed shocking information about Mendeecees. Saying Yandy is not okay is not a drill. This is the height of reality TV drama. Imagine Yandy Smith, the strong, self-assured, and unwavering queen, learning that her man, yes, Ems Harris, whom she has supported through thick and thin, has been skulking around with Jasmine Bleu and Pearl. The receipts are messy. We all know that Mendeecees has a past, but the internet is on fire. The love and hip-hop world is completely upside down, and fans are shocked. What exactly did Jasmine expose? How did Yandy react? And most importantly, can Mendeecees even recover from this? This time he took it to a whole new level. Jasmine isn't just making claims. She's coming with facts, details, and tears, and Yandy is crying like never before. Because this scandal is going to take some crazy turns. All right, everyone, we have another messy, jaw-dropping scandal in the world of love and hip-hop, but this time it's bigger, messier, and even more heartbreaking than anything we've seen before because when I tell you that Maze just got caught red-handed again, it's Jasmine at the center of it all. Now, if you've been following the drama, you're already aware that Jasmine and Mez have a history together. Their past has always been hazy, filled with accusations from whispers and messy situations that have left fans wondering what actually happened between them. However, this time it's more than just conjecture, as Jasmine Bleu recently came out and revealed Mez in the. Let's break this down because this is the kind of drama that shakes up reality TV history. It all began when Jasmine went live. Normally, people go live to chat with fans, spill a little tea, and maybe even hint at some drama, but wasn't just a short shade-throwing session. And when Yandy found out, oh honey, it was over. Receipts said, "You're going to hate me for this, but I don't even care anymore. I'm done being quiet." At the beginning of the live stream, people knew something crazy was about to happen, so she took a deep breath, looked directly into the camera, and said, "Mendeecees has been lying to all of you at this point." Then she revealed that Jasmine Bleu has been sneaking around behind Yandy's back once more. Hold on, because isn't just some random DMS or a little side flirtation. This man was allegedly making big promises to Jasmine, telling her things that would make any wife go crazy. We were flying and people thought, girl, what? Spill it. Not MC is being messy again. She said that over the past few months, Mendeecees has been covertly contacting her to let her know that he's unhappy because he feels stuck and that if he could go back in time, he would have chosen her. Yes, y'all, he said that. It was chaos when Yandy learned of this, and initially, when people began tagging her in comments, she didn't reply. Quiet, which only increased suspicion because Yandy isn't the kind to remain silent when someone plays with their name. However, hours later, Yandy returned to the internet, and she looked as if she had just been through it. Her eyes were puffy, her makeup was smudged, and I had cried for 3 hours. Her first words were, "I don't even know what to say right now," which is when people realized this wasn't just a rumor, but hold on, because things get even messier. According to sources close to Yandy, she confronted Mendeecees as soon as she heard the rumors, and things did not go well. Imagine this. Yandy storms into the room with the phone in her hand, her voice trembling, but her energy is ready. She throws the phone onto the table and boom, the messages from Jasmine are there, Mendeecees. "I'm not stupid. Don't play with me right now. I want to hear it from you." He looks down, his entire demeanor changes, and the first thing he says is, "Baby, are you really going to believe her over me?" He's looking around as if he's looking for something. There isn't an escape, so he pulls out the second phone. Ladies, when a woman has 2 phones, a man in trouble plays a voicemail, and you all hear it clearly. What does he say? "I miss you, Jasmine. I think about you constantly. I just need to figure things out." All right, the room goes silent. M's face is filled with panic. He reaches for the phone, but Yandy grabs it. You want to touch my phone now, but you weren't concerned when you were leaving messages. Now that he's done for, there's no turning back, so what does he do? He tries to turn the tables on Yandy, who never wants to listen to me and is always willing to assume the worst about me. Oh, that was a bad move because Yandy is fed. You want to talk about family now, and you want to talk about loyalty. But when you are out here telling another woman that you wish you had chosen her, Mendeecees was just sitting there staring because he knew it was over. That's when it happened, and Yandy broke down and began crying because this isn't just about cheating, it's about betrayal and years of. This is just the beginning because what comes next is going to get even messier. Yandy stormed out of the studio, her heart pounding as she tried to process everything she had just heard. Listen, when a woman reaches that point where she's not even mad anymore, just hurt, that's when you know it's really over. She had given everything to Mendeecees, supported him during his darkest moments, and stood by him when the world turned against him. Now it seemed as though all of that had been for nothing. As she drove home, tears clouded her vision, but she refused to let them go because she wasn't ready to break yet. The questions kept circling in her mind though. Blind all along, had there been signs that she disregarded? Was everyone else correct about him? And then her phone rang, jolting her out of her reverie. And it was Kimbella. Yandy took a deep breath and answered, "Girl, what the hell is going on?" Her voice was sharp and urgent, and I don't even know. Yandy acknowledged that I had just confronted him, and he couldn't even deny it. He just sat there like he had nothing to say. Kimbella exhaled, "Listen, I've always got your back, but this is bad." Yandy Jasmine was leaking receipts like voice notes and screenshots from Black Friday, and she even had pictures of them together in what appeared to be a hotel room. It was so recent that Yandy felt as though her lungs had been sucked out. Kimbella sent the pictures over Yandy's hands, and when she opened them, she trembled. There was no doubting that Mess was there, sitting on a hotel bed, shirt off, Jasmine leaning into him. Another picture showed them having dinner at what appeared to be a fancy restaurant, and the worst part was that he was. Her voice trembling, she said, "I can't keep defending him. You don't have to." Kimbella said firmly, "Yandy, this man has played you too many times. The world is watching right now, and everyone wants to see what you're going to do." Then it hit her that she wasn't just some woman being cheated on. She was Yandy Smith, people. She smiled in every single one of them before the tears finally fell. Looked up to her women, who respected her strength and fortitude. She had established a brand and a reputation for herself. And now, while she was crying, she said, "He's not going to make a fool of me, not this time." Meanwhile, Mendeecees was frantically juggling his phone. His name was trending for all the wrong reasons, and he knew he needed to fix quickly. He called Jasmine, answered on the first ring. "You better clean up this mess you made." "Oh, now you want to act angry. Remember that you're the one who kept coming back to me. You made those promises." "I just told the truth, but it wasn't for the world to hear." He hissed. "You just made this 100 times worse for us." "I'm doing just fine." Mendeecees clenched his. He knew she wasn't bluffing. But this time she was out for blood. Back at home, Yandy was pacing, and she couldn't just sit around and wait. I swear, if you don't clarify this or what Jasmine cut him off, what are you going to do? You don't control me, and if you try to come for me, you can be sure I have even more receipts I haven't dropped yet. She had to get ahead of this so that I could spin the story, so she took her phone and went live on Instagram. As soon as her face appeared on the screen, thousands of people joined, and the comments started to pour in. "Yandy, we got your back, sis. Leave him. He isn't worth it. Are you okay? We're praying for you." She took a deep breath. "I wasn't even going to say anything, but I see. I stood by my man through everything, and I always thought we were solid. But today, I saw some things that hurt me deeply. I won't lie to you, this is painful, but I'm strong, and I'll get through this." The comments poured in, and I'm not going to let anyone make me look foolish. As he watched from his phone, he realized he was losing control of the situation and that he needed to take drastic measures. He picked up his phone and dialed Yandy, who stared at the screen as his name appeared. The conversation with Love telling her to leave and stand her ground instantly changed the story. Appeared, asking if she was even prepared to hear what he had to say. However, before she could make up her mind, another notification arrived, this time from Jasmine. Another bombshell had just been dropped, and Jasmine had uploaded a video that was going to change everything. In the video, Jasmine sat in front of the camera, looking grave. "I wasn't going to say this, but she started. But now that everyone is talking, let me tell you the whole truth." The tension was at an all-time high, and she took a deep breath. He wasn't just telling me that he wanted to leave Yandy. He was planning it. He told me that he had already started moving his money in preparation for a new beginning, and he added that Yandy wasn't even aware of it. The world stopped, fans were shocked, and Yandy had no idea that N was actually planning to leave her. The comments were crazy for this one, and Yandy's sister, Jasmine, dropped more receipts. At that point, Yandy realized that this was about more than just cheating. It was about deception on a whole new level, and she had to decide what to do. The world and I were both waiting for her next move, and the room was tense because Yandy had just revealed the shocking truth about Jasmine Bleu and me, and the reality of his betrayal was sinking in as she scrolled through her phone. Was she going to fight for this relationship, or was it time to finally walk away for good? In the meantime, social media was split, with some fans siding with Yandy and calling Mendeecees a habitual liar who had never really changed, while others thought there was more to the story than what was being shown. Through the messages, each one confirmed her worst fears. It wasn't just a fling but a full-blown affair, and Mendeecees had been lying to her face the entire time. On the other hand, Jasmine Bleu was enjoying the attention and began posting cryptic Instagram stories that implied that Mendeecees had been the one pursuing her rather than the other way around. One of her posts read, "When a man shows you who he is, believe him the most." Hashtags like #JusticeForAndy and #MeSexExposed were trending, and the internet was consuming every new detail. When the post first went viral, fans began analyzing every word in an attempt to piece together the entire timeline of events. At this point, Yandy had stopped crying and was furious because it wasn't just about another woman. It was about the years of loyalty, trust, and struggle she had endured for Mendeecees, the sacrifices she made, and the way she held him down while he was imprisoned. The fights she waged for him felt like a cruel joke. And to top it all off, Jasmine was out here pretending to be the victim. Yandy picked up her phone and called one of her closest friends, saying, "I need to set the record straight," she said in a determined voice, "Steve," and suddenly a sit-down interview was set up. Was prepared to speak her truth and wasn't going to let Jasmine or Mendeecees control the story. The interview was explosive. Yandy didn't hold back as she described how she had begun to see warning signs months prior, but had given Mendeecees the benefit of the doubt. She discussed how the stories didn't add up, how he was suddenly constantly busy, and how little things began to make sense in retrospect. She even revealed some damning receipts that demonstrated that, while posing as a faithful husband, Mendeecees had been meeting up with Jasmine behind her back. Then came the last straw. Allegedly, Mendeecees had assured Jasmine that he was done with Yandy, that they would be together, and that he was prepared to move on the internet. Fans flocked to the comment section with responses, "Yandy deserves so much better," and "is the epitome of once a cheater, always a cheater." Jasmine was acting like she had won something, so he was just saying, "Next excuse, please." He had been relatively quiet, and since he hadn't made a public statement, people began to speculate that he was trying to find a way to spin the situation in his favor. But the damage had already been done. After days of silence, Mendeecees took to Instagram Live, looking worn out as though the scandal's weight had finally gotten to him. "I'm not perfect." He acknowledged that I made mistakes, but you don't know the whole story. Rather than expressing regret outright, Mendeecees began portraying himself as the victim. He said he and Yandy had He even went so far as to imply that Yandy was only making this public to garner sympathy after they had been having problems for months and that Jasmine was the only person who understood him. That was the last straw for Yandy, who took to her own platform and retaliated, saying, "I don't need sympathy, I need honesty, and if you can't give me that, then we have nothing left to talk about." By releasing what she called the final receipts, screenshots of M telling her that he was done with Yandy and ready to move on, Jasmine, feeling old, fueled the fire. The public outcry reached new heights, with many believing that this was the end of their marriage and calling for Yandy to formally walk away. He was losing support quickly, even from those who had previously supported him. The comments on his posts were harsh. "You fumbled this, Yandy, and now you look foolish, bro. Just log off." The situation was extremely chaotic, and the fallout was just getting started. Would Yandy eventually leave for good? Would Moses try to win her back? What would Jasmine do now that Time would tell, but one thing was certain. This scandal was far from over. But is this the end of the story? Or are there more doctors waiting to blow up? Will Yandy finally leave me for good? Or are we going to see another dramatic reconciliation? The most important question is whether Jasmine Bleu's claims are true or if she is just lying. In the world of love and hip-hop, the drama never stops. So if you want to stay ahead of the biggest scandals, shocking revelations, and behind the scenes, click the subscribe button right now and turn on your notifications. Chasing clout, what do you think? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Is Moses ever going to change, or has he been like this all along? If you think Yandy should finally take a risk, please like this video and subscribe so you don't miss any updates. If you think this drama is far from done, wait for our next video because, believe me, this narrative is about to take another crazy turn.